したい大事そうに抱えた私を全部
The really sucky part, stupid. Raise the bridge, lower the bridge.
Yep. Yeah, you do.
Again.
Yeah, you do.
I feel like we were right at the end too.
Yeah, you're probably pretty close.
That one did good.
バッチリ合わせるからねセッション行きますヒーロー参上ってなそれで弱点を攻めろたぎるぜ俺から頼んだ絶対決めるねうわ翼無理してないまだまだだ手加減なんてしないからどうするこっち倒した俺たちは
What happened there?
I turned on auto for just a second.
I was like, man, that like snapped way fast. Like I saw like maybe 1 or 2 frames of like him zipping in and zipping out.
Yeah. That's what I always did in Persona 5. Somebody got close to dead. Snap on auto so they fast forward through that crap.
Yeah. It's like at some point it was like you're just over levels and it's like I don't want the SP to do anything.
He didn't show up. I'm pretty sure that's where it was.
Yeah, just keep running around, fight a few more enemies, dodge. Well, you went like up to get the items and stuff first, though, right?
I don't remember.
You went up and then came back down to switch everything. So it's probably another couple more fights before you'll see him again. Nope.
You don't think I should go for it?
No. Not with your track record of the other one.
May not be the same dudes though.
It may not, but that's the problem. It's a coin flip. You could get ones that you could handle, or you could just get stomped into the ground.
Alright.
You never know. Ooh,
Yeah.
good hit.
Yes. So too. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to hit this guy with. He's resistant to that. Let's just poison him again. I'm taking damage from that poison. Oh, I didn't actually poison him. That's fine.
Oh my god. That is information to me.
What?
So in Hyrule Warriors, usually I would have to like, to get around the map in any kind of Musou game, you're like usually holding forward to like get up to a sprint, and usually takes seconds to get to that point.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you dodge the dodge button while holding a direction, you will immediately begin a full sprint in that direction. I wish I would have known that.
I feel like you might could have done that in other.
Could be. But considering I hadn't played any Musou games before Hyrule Warriors in not really forever, but at least a couple of years, because I think the last one I played before it was Dynasty Warriors 8.
Man, that is old.
I mean, 8 sounds old, but they're on what, 9 now?
Are they? I don't know. I know they're on like.
I watched a video of
Like
9 and it
Warriors
looks
3 or something.
terrible.
I I think Orochi Warriors 3 is about to come out. I don't know.
Just wait for Hyrule Warriors again. It'll be
Yeah,
the triple dip.
I never played Hyrule Warriors, so
That'll be the triple dip.
I might actually get it this time.
That'll be the good one though, because you're getting in on all the updates and bonus stuff that they added from the DS version.
Murdered those guys just fine. Jerkwads.
Yeah, you start with like almost every adventure map, I would imagine.
Nice.
And there's like it's way different from Fire Emblem Warriors.
I like the new update they're coming out with Fire Emblem Warriors. Did you read about that?
I did not.
So there's going to be what's called a tactical mode.
Oh no, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, absolutely. It's like freaking amazing. No, in Hyrule Warriors, the adventure mode is not like Fire Emblem, where you just kind of go to a fight on that map.
Yeah.
You're kind of walled off by some stuff. You have to do some things there. But in Hyrule Warriors, the adventure mode map is very much each one of those panels is its own fight. Map fight. They each have different objectives, and each one gives either like a heart piece for a character, a costume, or like a weapon upgrade for a character, something. Or it gives you an item that you need to cross another barrier, or that you can use on like a different map spot to uncover a hidden item.
Yeah.
So if you've ever looked at the Zelda 1 map, okay, so you know how big that map is relative to like the NES?
Mm-hmm.
Each one of those screens that you would shift across on Zelda 1, that is a map battle in Hyrule Warriors on the adventure mode.
That's a lot.
That is only one adventure mode map. I think at this point they're like up to 8.
Dang. You don't have anything.
And the newer ones, they're themed differently. So like there's one for Majora's Mask that you have to get to like owl statues and like reset time and things like that.
That's cool.
The one for Link's Awakening, you have to find the shadows and defeat the shadows before you can like do other things. So like they at least mix it up. Like a lot of the fights are like very similar, but you end up getting into a lot more of the boss fights, and when they just start throwing 3-4 bosses in there, and like, all right, you have 5 minutes, 4 bosses. They're like, I am criminally underleveled for this. Better go try something else. But they also, I guess, in this port, they would have put in the fairy system, which lets you get like newer skills and things like that. So there's a lot of don't
run away.
Well, yes, run away, but don't let them
Get close. Yeah. Okay.
Can you? Yeah.
There we go.
That's lucky, because there's sometimes when you aren't allowed. On some of those savage fights, they just like, nope, you're not running. Take your lumps.
No more lumps. Where is is that stupid? Hidden person.
Oh, and like each, like even in like the story mode and some of the adventure maps, they all have like gold Skulltulas on them, and it's like by KOs to be able to access or figure out where the Skulltulas are on the map. They give you like decent audio cues to where they're gonna show up or where they are, but like on the map, on your mini map, like your map, say your map is like, you know, this big, and I know people, if watching this video, are not gonna be able to see this, but you know, say your map. Well, let's put it relative to the screen that we're looking at. Then, like, yeah. So your screen would be like, there's your UI. Let's say that your map is like Tsubas's portrait that was just up there in the hexagon.
Yeah.
When it's like away from right here. So like right there. Yeah. Like a hexagon of that size. So on the mini map somewhere, there's just a skull icon that spreads out in a like mini hexagon from that. There's like 3 or 4 different outposts or different areas that connect each other. And Skulltula is just there somewhere. You have to find it. Some of them are like hidden under rocks or in pots or some other crap, and like you have to like listen to the game audio because they will drop the music out the closer you get to it and make that scratching sound a lot louder. Still a pain in the ass because you only get like 2-3 minutes to find them.
Yeah.
And that's rough sometimes because sometimes you hit a KO level and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm at blah blah blah, like KOs, and it says there's Skulltulas on this map. Okay, great. But now you've been faced with your outpost is falling, it's gonna fall immediately if you don't help it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And the Skulltula pops up at the exact same time on the other side of the map. Like, well, you have to go back and keep your outpost.
It's one of those harder ones, huh?
Yeah. You have to protect your outpost, and you basically lose out getting that Skulltula, which sucks. But like each Skulltula like relates to an illustration. Once you fill up the illustration, you get like certain rewards and rewards maps and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on in that damn game. Way more than Fire Emblem.
Yeah. The only thing in Fire Emblem is freaking Anna's lame ass. I gotta go back to the bottom and fix my purple one.
Oh, okay. I was like, man, you're really concerned about something. You were really deep in thought, and I was like, what are you doing?
I was trying to think if I needed to go back down without hitting the last switch for this one, and I do.
Yeah.
Because I left the purple one, I think, in the middle. Yeah. So let's see. Oh shit. Run away. I don't want to do this game. Let's see. I need it to be in the middle and bottom. Yeah, that's the way I did it. Now this just reminded me of some Persona 5 bullshit.
Go back, do a thing. Alright, go back, do a thing. No, go back. Do it again. And come back. No, you've done it wrong. Try again.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
What is happening? They really wanted to fight me. I've never seen that many people.
I didn't either. That was weird.
Oof. There's 4 people in this fight. Yo. Precision skill upper. Better do it then.
Yeah, there's a lot of farming to get up to like the weapons that you really need in Hyrule Warriors and stuff like that. I remember that being kind of a pain in the ass.
Ooh, yes. Got an achievement or something for that one.
Yeah. Now, since everything's kind of condensed together, maybe it won't be as bad. Oh, here too. That's. Woo! Ooh. Ooh. Like again, you only really need one person to ever have that. And even in Fire Emblem, like you put it on a weapon or you carried the weapon around, but you were using other weapons on top of it.
That's my biggest pet peeve with Fire Emblem Warriors. Is that you can't like take an extra weapon with you.
Well, I mean, you can't do that in Hyrule Warriors either, but that's not really a actual mechanic in Zelda. At least until Breath of the Wild, but
you could if you wanted to.
I guess like you have the Master Sword and Ocarina, you had the big Goron sword, but
you could switch between them. There wasn't really a point to. But
no. You gain an advantage. But like in Zelda, it would make the Hyrule Warriors, it would make more sense because there's actually some elemental weaknesses, and it would be nice if you could carry 2 weapons and change them.
Yeah.
But this one should also solve the problem that Fire Emblem had, or not really Fire Emblem had, but Fire Emblem solved after the 3DS Hyrule Warriors came out, which lets you swap to another character anywhere on the battlefield. I think the 3DS version lets you do that too, but the Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS felt like a Nintendo Warriors like 0.5 iteration up to Fire Emblem, and I think Hyrule still did it way better.
Yeah.
Everything. We're going to everything. What did they have? Nothing. It's the hall full of everything. And EP. I don't know. Stopped by a gate and a rack of clothes.
I'm trying to figure out where this is. It has to be at the purple area. I never went up there. It's weird.
No, I think you had like that other weird gate in the way too.
Did I?
You'll end up coming back to some of these places anyway too. So.
Oh no!
Oh.
No! Please tell me he didn't disappear. No! Gosh,
Oh
dang it.
man! Oh, that sucks severely.
Maybe if I run
Oh
out
my
back in,
God.
he'll respawn.
No, it's spawn on that one. Actually, just keep running around out here and like knocking them out, and then right back. So long as you don't get like a savage one or something like that. I mean, Enemy radar is like next to useless.
I think that one behind me was
Yeah,
Savage.
yes, it was. I saw purple on the sleeve.
Quick, get in a battle.
Get in the fight. That's not with that guy. There's like a weird dull clunk when she hit that guy. Oh no.
Wrecked.
Ooh. What a dodge. It's too bad you don't get experience for doing that. Yeah.
Man, that's disappointing.
There he is. Oh no. Just run. Did he go away?
I think so. Thought I heard him disappear.
Yeah, he may not be coming back. That's fine. I think they show up in some other save again. 'Cause I believe actual bounce.
Man. I can't believe that. Showed up just as I was pressing the A
We
button.
threw it to the ground. My dad is not a cell phone, man. Do you think?
Let's go.
Let's go.